Today, we're going to talk about how Connecteam works for field services companies. So to start with, we'll do a quick orientation of how the platform works. Then we'll head over to our operational features, and we'll start with the schedule, which is a way for you to know exactly, and the employees as well, where and when they should be at. Then we'll head over to the time clock, which is a way for you to track your employees' time to conduct payroll. And we're also going to talk about the forms feature, which is a way for the employees themselves to collect information whilst on the field and for you to have everything in one place. Then we're going to talk about the knowledge base, which is a way to create different courses and onboarding processes for the employees to complete and also to have access to. And then we'll finish with the communicational features that are for you to stay in touch with the employees at any given time. On today's demo, we're going to talk about two different views. The first one will be the manager's dashboard, which we are seeing right now on the screen, and this can be accessed from any browser. The second one will be the mobile app, which is what your employees are going to see from their mobile phone. Now let's start off with the manager's dashboard. This is the place where you as a manager can create your own field services company app. On the left side, we have all the different features, and this is the place for you to add new features to the platform, or you can also delete any feature that is not relevant for you, or also edit the feature with the wording, the color, the icon, so the platform can speak your company language. Now let's head over to the mobile app. You can see that the first thing that you see is the news feed. And this is the place for you as a manager to send different updates to your employees. Now, if I as an employee need to access any other feature on the platform, all I have to do is head over to the Assets tab. And if I need to send a chat message to any other employee or my manager, or access my schedule or start tracking my time, this is where I will go. And of course, we also have quick actions button to different features within the platform. Let's talk about our job schedule. So the job schedule is the perfect place for you as a manager to easily create shifts and dispatch them to your different field employees. Now also for the employees, it's the perfect way for them to know exactly when and where they should be at. Now what we see over here is a pretty straightforward calendar view with the days on the top, and on the left side a list of all the field employees. What you see here are different shifts that I've created, and they're in different colors to represent different jobs that they are working on. So for example, it could be a removal type of job for a specific client, an installation of some sort, or even a renovation type of job. Now we can also allow the employees to add their unavailability for specific days or time frames, so you know not to schedule them, right? So this will be how it would look like on the manager side of things. Now let's see how easy it is to create a shift at the schedule. So you can either click on the plus button, or you can even add multiple shifts at once, and even import shifts from Excel sheet. So if you have a lot of client requests on an Excel sheet, you can easily import it to the schedule and then dispatch it with ease to your different employees. Okay. Now, once you publish the schedule and all your employees are notified on the mobile app, let's see how it will look like on the employee's point of view. So if I go over the mobile app and I enter the schedule, you can see I have the list of all the different shifts I have this week. And if I click on a specific one, you can see I have all the information I need to perform my best job. First of all, the client name, it could be the hours, the location, which I can access on my Maps app, also the type of job I'm going to perform, and any notes or instructions that I've received from my manager, right? And we also allow you to add an accept or reject button. And this is another verification layer for you as a manager that your employee actually knows when and where he should be at. So if I click on the accept button and I've accepted a specific shift, now when I arrive at the location, I want to know as a manager how much time exactly was spent on each job. And that's why we have the check-in button that the employee can press on when you arrive at the specific location. So if I click on the check-in, and when I finish the job, all I have to do is complete it by clicking on it. And that's it. You as a manager have all the information you need to keep track of how much time was actually spent on each job. Okay, now let's go back to the schedule on the manager's dashboard. And let's see how you can create the schedule with ease and all the quick actions we offer here at Connecteam. So first of all, when you create the schedule, the first thing that you will need to do is to create the different jobs that we talked about. And this would be done here. Really easy to add the different jobs and select the qualified users as well for the specific job. We can also view the schedule not only by users, but also by jobs to know exactly how much employees are going to work on each type of job. So for example, for the installation, I see that I have 3 different shifts that I've created on Monday, right? So you can always hop between them to see the schedule in both views. Now let's say we added all the shifts from the Excel sheet and we want to dispatch them. This is how it's going to look like, right? When I imported it, or when I create it, I can save it as a template as well. So I have everything I need right here. And all I have to do is just drag and drop it and publish it when I'm ready to send it to my employees. Okay, now let's create a shift together so you can see how it looks like. So if I click on the plus button, I can add a shift title. This could be the client name. I can add the job. I can add the users, or if you want, you can also remove the users and enable the users to claim this shift. So you can decide how many spots are there to claim and also require admin approval. So basically a lot of employees can try and claim the shift, and you as an admin can decide which of the employees can actually take the shift for themselves, right? Add the location that we talked about and any other note, and all that's left to do is to publish it. Now, if you know it's going to be the same shift each and every day, let's say for the next week, you can always create a repeating shift on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis. And then you don't have to manually create it each and every time. And you can easily just create 5 different shifts at once and publish it for the employee. And all it took is a few seconds. So let's talk about our time clock feature. So the time clock feature enables you to know exactly when and where your employees are clocking in and to easily track their time for conducting payroll, right? So let's look at it first from the employee's point of view. Now, as an employee, when I start my day, all I have to do is head over to the time clock on the quick actions button, and you can see it's super easy to start tracking my time. All I have to do is press on the start shift button and select the specific job I'm working on. So let's say I'm an electrician that's starting my working day. So if I click on the electrician job, time is running, that's it. You can see all the information I need, right? So it could be the time that it's running, the location where I clocked in from, and you can also attach different shift attachments. Let's say the customer I'm working for today, right? So as an employee, I can add all the different information. It could be mileage as well of the car that I'm driving in, and I can also add different notes. Now, if I need to access any other feature while I'm clocked in, I can easily go back and chat with someone if I need to, with my manager, for example. And the time is still running on the back end, and I have a widget showing everything I need. Now let's look at it from the manager side of things. So if I go over the time clock here on the manager's dashboard and I access it, you can see that the first thing I see is the Today tab. And why is that? Because we understand here at Connecteam that the most important thing for you as a manager is to know exactly where and when your employees are today, right? So here you can see exactly when and where your employees have clocked in. So I can see the location, the time, what types of job, and I also have it on a map view. So you know exactly where your employees are when they clock in and out. You can also filter employees that are scheduled for today, let's say who haven't clocked in today, right? So users that haven't clocked in today, have a couple of them. And because everything is integrated within the app, also the communicational feature, I can easily send them a chat message right from here, asking them, why haven't you clocked in today? Or send some of them a notification all at once, a chat message to please clock in, or please report to your manager, why haven't you clocked in today, right? So this is the first thing. Now, once you're ready to conduct payroll, all you have to do is head over to the timesheets. And here you can see all the total hours are automatically calculated for you, right? The paid hours, if you have breaks as well, and you have a full breakdown of all the employees' timesheets. And if I need to see a specific employee timesheet, all I have to do is click on it. And here I can see a full breakdown according to the payroll period that I set on the settings. And as a manager, I can easily edit everything right here. So for example, if I know that on Friday, I actually worked until 2 p.m., right? So it takes me less than a second to adjust it accordingly. I also have a record of who modified the timesheets. And when I'm ready to conduct payroll, I can easily lock a specific day or the entire timesheet in order for it, before it goes to payroll, so no one can touch this and you won't have any errors while conducting payroll, right? And if you see anything that looks off or that you want to talk to your employee about, you can always send a chat message right from here to the employee. And when you're ready to jump on the next timesheet, you can easily click on the next employee. And that's it. Okay, super easy, and it takes a few seconds, no more. We also offer you job insights to know exactly how much time was actually spent on each job. Let's say how much time was spent for the electrician. So you see the total hours are calculated for you and everything is being done automatically. Now, when I'm ready to conduct payroll, all I have to do is click on the export button and decide whether I want the payroll totals for payroll purposes, or I can even export it as the timesheets. So I have a full breakdown of all the hours that my employees have worked. And I can also create a shift report. Let's talk about the forms we have here at Connecteam. Now, the forms is a way for you to collect information from the employees when they're on the field inside a client's house, right? And you want to gather all the information and have everything stored in one place. Now, let's see what types of forms we offer here at Connecteam. So we'll start with the employee's point of view on their mobile app. So if I go over the Assets tab and click on Forms, you can see I've created different types of forms for the employee to fill in. So it could be vehicle accident report if they're driving a car at work, or fuel expense report. You can also, if you are a delivery type of company, it can also be package delivery form, daily driver's vehicle inspection, and also end of job report. So let's look at the end of job report as an example. So if I click on it, you can see this is super customizable, okay? And in this way, your employees are not gonna be able to make mistakes while filling in the forms, and you won't have to guess their handwriting, let's say if you're using pen and paper. So they can add the client name, start and end date, the job location. They can also decide the job type that they worked on, what exactly was done, and give you more details. You can also ask them to upload before and after pictures, right, of what they worked on. So you can see it for yourself as a manager, and also the client will be able to see it. And also ask for client signature and an employee signature. And when they want to send it, you can also allow them to add an email address, let's say of the client, that they'll be able to send immediately when they are at the client's property. And then also you and the client will have the report in their hands, right? So this is how it's gonna look like on the mobile app. And let's see how it looks like on the manager's dashboard. So if I go over here on the forms, you can see the forms lobby with all the different forms I have, right? And let's look at the end of job report. So first of all, we also can see the statistics of who has submitted and who hasn't submitted the different types of forms. But the most important thing, we'll see the entries, right? So with us here at Connecteam, you have unlimited storage of all the different forms that have been submitted, all the entries. And you can see here, all the information is here for you to download and export, and everything is stored in one place. Now, we also offer the ability for you as a manager to add manager notes, let's say the status of the specific form. If it's a workflow that needs your attention as well, so you can say to the employee that you're working on it, or if it's done, add different notes. And you can also view a mobile preview of the specific form that was submitted, right, by the employee. So I can see here all the information, before and after pictures, the signature, And you can also add different comments on the specific form. So you have all the communication of the specific form in one place, and you don't have to go to different places. Now, let's talk about our knowledge base here at Connecteam. So basically, what we offer you as a company is to create your own knowledge base with all the information you need regarding policies or anything your employees might need at the job, and have everything in one place and accessible for them from the mobile app anytime and anywhere, right? So let's give a few examples. So if I click on the Assets tab and go over to the knowledge base and click on Courses, you can see I've created different types of examples. Let's say you can create all the policies you have within the company in one place, right? And again, everything is customizable. So you can add PDFs, you can add videos, you can add YouTube videos as well. I also created an example of, let's say you have a company of technicians that are working on the field with air conditioners, right? And you want them to have all the information they need if they encounter any type of problem. So you can create a specific course with all the information regarding different types of problems with air conditioners, right? With all the information they need that they can access if they are in a client's house. And you can also add different quizzes at the end for them to fill in, right? So you know all your employees are staying professional at any given time. Now let's look at it from the manager side of things. So if I go over the manager's dashboard and I click on courses, I have a lobby again with all the different courses I've created. And if I click on a specific one, this is the place for me that I can edit everything. Okay, the course itself, add different objects, create segmentations with it. And I also have full statistics view and who has started, who is in progress, who has completed the course. And I can also notify them, all the employees that haven't started yet, to please start the course, as it's really important. Now let's talk about our communicational features here at Connecteam. So let's start with the directory, which is essentially your own company digital phone book. So if I click on the directory on the mobile app, you can see here each user that you will add to the platform will automatically be added to the directory as well. So all the information you need regarding each employee will all be in the same place, and you won't have to manually add them through your mobile phone, right? And if an employee leaves the company, he doesn't take all the information with them. So you create a full work-life separation, right? And everything stays secured inside the Connecteam platform. You can see here, you can customize it. So let's say I'm the owner of the company and I don't want all the other employees to have access to my personal information. So I can easily remove the phone number from everyone's view, so no one will be able to see it. And I can also add work contacts, right? If it's someone outside the organization, let's say my accountant or suppliers or warehouse that I'm working with. So all my employees can access this and know exactly when and where they can call them, and again, have all the information in one place. So this will be the directory, and let's talk a little bit more about the chat as well. So the chat is basically like any other chat platform, and here you can create one-on-one chats, team chats with several employees, and also channels, which is a way for you to send information to your employees without them being able to comment on it or reply. Now, for example, you can see here it's really engaging. You can add different attachments to the chat as well, whether it's GIFs, videos, files, all of that inside the chat. But what's different about our chat platform compared to other chat platforms is that this is an organizational tool. And if we go over the manager's dashboard, you as an owner or an admin can see exactly what types of groups you have within the platform and also access them if you need to. And also you can decide exactly which of your employees are able to create team chats or one-on-one chat with other employees. Again, so you have full power and control of what's going on communication-wise within your company. So this will be the chat. And let's finally talk about the updates. Now we'll start with the mobile app. And we talked about the newsfeed before. This is a way for you to engage with your employees, whether it's a happy birthday of someone, that your employees can comment on and like, so it's a really engaging tool with them. And it can also be for professional purposes. Let's say there's a new client policy in your company that you want everyone to be aware of. This is the place where you can send the updates for your employees, and also you can disable the comments and likes. Now, as a manager, if I go over the manager's dashboard, for the very first time, you'll be able to see exactly who has seen and who hasn't seen your different updates, right? So you can make sure as an admin, you have full statistics view. You can make sure as an admin that everyone stays aligned and professional, and that everyone sees the different updates that are important for everyone to see. And you can always filter as well the employees that haven't viewed the specific update and send them all a notification at once. Please review this update, as it's important for all of us to stay aligned and professional. So to summarize everything that we talked about, Connecteam offers an all-in-one solution for your field services company, and you can customize everything at Connecteam to answer all of your needs under one platform. Okay? Now, if you need any help while setting up the system, or if you have any other question, we offer a lot of support here at Connecteam. The first thing is our chat support right here on the right side, bottom right side, that you can always send us questions, and we usually answer under 5 minutes, right? Which is really fast and we're really proud of. So please feel free to reach out with any question that you might have. We'll be happy to help. We also offer a very rich YouTube channel and a help center with lots of articles regarding everything we talked about and a lot more as well. So please feel free to use all the resources for you to successfully create your own Connecteam platform.